Hi, it's Bren doing another episode of Things by Bren. Today we are with Courtney Turner Hoyle, a brand new author who has a debut novel out, and she's also done some work in other books where she's contributed to other stories. So today she's going to talk to us about her new novel. She's also in the process of writing another one. And tell us your history about yourself, your background, why you wrote, why you wanted to write, and why you're still writing.
I began writing when I was very young. I started with short stories and poetry and kind of evolved from there. I am native to Erwin, Tennessee. So all of my stories have a setting in Erwin or in Unicoi County, where I'm most familiar. I grew up here my entire life. I went to East Tennessee State University. I received a couple of undergraduate degrees in English and finance, and then a Master of Arts in Teaching. And I taught for a little while and decided that I would like to stay home with my children. So after I decided that, I went home, kept writing, and my eldest daughter encouraged me to get my book published.
Good for her.
And I know she's really wonderful. She also was the one who encouraged me to walk across the stage when I graduated. But yes, but I was really excited about seeking publication, but also very nervous. So I submitted my book and it was reviewed, and I actually got a yes on the first person that I tried it with, and I was shocked because I'd heard of all of these rejections, and I thought
it happens a lot.
And I'd read and I read Stephen King's book on writing, and I know how often he was rejected, and I thought, well, I'm definitely not as great as he is, so I can expect it.
Probably very disappointed in themselves now.
Absolutely. So I did get accepted, and my debut novel, My Brother's Keeper, came out last year in August.
I love the cover.
I was very excited. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. My daughter actually my eldest daughter I just spoke of, took the picture for my author picture on the back.
Absolutely. So tell us what this book is about and what inspired you to write it.
Well, honestly, I was sitting in my house one day and it was really quiet, and I heard a bump and a thud. And that is exactly what started my book. I had no outline. I had nothing that I'd even considered for this book. And I just took that. And as soon as I wrote it, everything else just kind of flew from my fingertips.
Oh, wow.
Everything came through. Yes. The characters sprang to life. I was very excited. So the book is kind of a breadcrumb mystery. It talks about learning to overcome tragedy, even though you're experiencing guilt. I write it through the perspective of a 17-year-old, Jared Miller, and he's learning to kind of cope with the loss of his father. Walked out 6 years prior. No one really knows his whereabouts, and then he discovers that they actually do. Oh, so you see there are some family secrets. His mother, Miranda, has kept things from him. He has two younger sisters, Ella and Sydney, and he's really close to Ella. And Ella has a secret of her own, and possibly a sinister spirit that's guiding her actions. So it is a paranormal mystery.
Okay. Now, when you say what you called it something, you call it kind of a nickname. What would you call that, and tell me why?
Oh, a breadcrumb mystery.
What is it?
Because when you go throughout the story, and I guess I kind of coined the term. As you go through my story, I provide you with little clues along the way, and there is a significant twist at the end that the reader shouldn't expect. More experienced readers may get it, but it is quite a twist. I was really pleased with it.
Oh, good. How many pages is it?
It's about 250.
Okay. And what is the price point?
Uh, if you order it from my website, you can get a signed copy for $20.
Okay. And you have a publisher. So who is the publisher and where can they buy this book?
The publisher is Jan Carroll Publishing. It's through Little Creek Books. Like I said, my website is www.courtneeturnerhoyle.com, and Courtney is spelled with 2 E's. And if you buy it from that website, then I will send you a signed copy.
Okay, great. So they just go to your website. Are you involved on Facebook or anything else that they could go and kind of get to know you and find you and maybe have some, especially if there are other authors, some tips to tell you or comments or to give a review about your book? Where would they put that at?
Oh, thank you for mentioning reviews. I love when people say that word. That's delightful. Yes, please. Anyone out there who's listening, the best thank you that you can ever give an author is to provide them with a review.
Absolutely.
So yes, I'm a vet. My books are available on Amazon, at Barnes and Noble. You can provide a review I'm on Goodreads. I'm on BookBub. One of my daughters has put me on TikTok now. So I have a TikTok. For my author site, and I have Courtney Turner Hoyle author is my Facebook page, and Pale_Woods_Mysteries is my Instagram account, and I'm pretty active on the Instagram account.
Okay. Now, how long did it take you to write this book?
That book took me about 3 months to write. I went back through it about 5 times, as you can imagine, getting it ready, editing, going through when they did their edits, going through and approving their edits. So it took me a long time before I published it, though, because I wrote it several years ago. I have 4 already in the series. I'm trying to release them 1 a year.
Okay, great. So you've written it when it's out, and when did it come out?
The book that I have currently came out last year in August in 2020, right during the pandemic, of course.
So you have another one getting ready to come out.
Oh, I sure do. And it should be out in August or September.
And what's the name of it?
It's called Pinky Swear.
Pinky Swear. That's a nice title. I like it. Has a lot of
Thank you.
I'm sure. Well, thank you for joining us. If anybody wants to contact her, look her up on her website. You can hit replay and get all of that. You can contact me. I'll direct you where you need to be. But as always, leave a review and appreciate what these authors do. It's to create a book, to edit a book, to put it in a format so that you can read it, not only in a book format, but to get it ready for Kindle or any type of iBook program or iPad or computer or whatever you're going to read it on. This takes time, it takes effort, and it also takes money. So go buy that book. Thank you very much for joining us.